Well, I mean, things got really heated. I mean, I watched the whole live this morning. You called Floyd a N-word. You gotta hand it to Floyd for actually sitting there and taking all that, verbal abuse from you. I was actually surprised. I probably would have hung up myself. But
he does this with everything, man. He's got $1 million watches.
I don't think he buys every pair.
Think they give them to him?
Yeah, because then you get a video like.
Tensions in the boxing world have risen once again, as Bill Haney, trainer and father of Devin Haney, has publicly called out Floyd Mayweather Jr. in the latest exchange of verbal jabs. Bill Haney raised questions about the true stability of Mayweather's vast wealth, suggesting that the boxing icon's extravagant displays might not fully reflect reality. He pointed to the frequent appearances of private jets, high-end real estate, and large amounts of cash as part of a carefully maintained image rather than clear proof of financial strength, according to Haney. This kind of presentation plays a key role in reinforcing Mayweather's long-established money persona. He implied that over time, branding and public perception can blur the distinction between genuine financial power and calculated self-promotion. While Mayweather has built a reputation centered on success and affluence, Haney's remarks cast doubt on whether the outward display truly matches what lies beneath. Whether driven by rivalry, underlying business dynamics, or personal perspective, the comments have fueled further discussion, adding another layer to ongoing conversations about legacy, wealth, and authenticity in today's boxing landscape.
The A game is gone. What adjustments are you going to make? Yeah. And Floyd would always say is that on that given night, he's going to make that right adjustment. Yeah. He's going to box the brawler or brawl the boxer. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has been directing more of his attention toward major real estate ventures, marking a clear transition from his boxing career to building long-term investments toward the end of 2024. Reports surfaced suggesting he purchased over 60 residential properties in Upper Manhattan for an estimated $42 million. The holdings are believed to include more than 1,000 apartment units, along with several retail locations, with claims indicating he maintains complete ownership without external partners involved. That he has also been associated with a large-scale commercial real estate project valued at around $10 billion. This development reportedly spans 18 office buildings, covering roughly 10 million square feet in key locations such as New York City, Chicago, and Jersey City. If brought to completion, these efforts would stand as one of the most significant transitions by a former professional athlete into the world of property development. Still, like many large real estate undertakings, the underlying details, such as financing structures, partnerships, and ownership stakes, often play a crucial role beyond what is publicly presented.
First investment was real estate, commercial real estate, skyscrapers actually. So what I did was this. It started off with $5 million. Put up $5 million, I was getting $50,000 a month. On every 18th, every month, it was paying off.
You like the cash flow?
Yes, for years. So I said, okay, if it's paying off like this then, and I gave him 7 figures, I said, I'm not going to even give him 8 figures. I went and gave him 9 figures. If it's something that I know is paying off, lucrative and heavy, I got to go with it. Roll the dice, take a chance. You only got one.
Bill Haney has openly raised concerns about the way finances are handled within Mayweather Promotions, the company led by Floyd Mayweather Jr. He questioned whether the organization's reported success is truly reflected across the entire team. Haney pointed out that if the business is performing as strongly as it is often presented, then those closely connected to it should also show clear signs of that prosperity. He specifically mentioned figures like Calvin Ford, suggesting that experienced trainers and longtime contributors should not appear to be under financial pressure if the company is genuinely thriving. The core of his comments is the idea of leadership responsibility. Haney emphasized that real achievement isn't measured solely by individual earnings, but also by how well those in charge support and reward the people working behind the scenes. He further highlighted that openness and fair pay play a vital role in building trust, maintaining motivation, and ensuring long-term success within a boxing organization. His statements continue to fuel wider discussions about financial practices, ethical standards, and accountability in the sports promotional business.
Personal between you and Calvin. Also, his Tank's coach. Is it?
Man, I told Coach.
For those that don't know, Coach Calvin is Tank's coach, so I'm just for our audience.
And I said, listen, ain't no way Your fighter gonna be checking the money that y'all talking about checking, and Calvin gonna be looking like that. I told Tank them to pay him. I told him to pay him because, or we need to go on coach's strike around this because ain't no way Bill should be getting paid and Calvin shouldn't. And Calvin need to thank Bill for mentioning this.
So you saying Calvin ain't getting paid?
Yo, he said ain't no reason Calvin should be looking the way he looking if they making all this money.
Now that's the thing. They talk all that money talk. Can't be one looking good and the rest of the crew if you getting thoroughbred money. You know what I'm talking about?
Again.
Yeah.
Bill Haney has also taken aim at Floyd Mayweather Jr. over his move away from top-tier competition toward exhibition bouts. Haney argued that this shift seems driven more by financial incentives than by desire to keep proving himself against the sport's best. He pointed out that exhibition fights, often featuring unconventional or less challenging opponents, suggest a focus on securing reliable earnings rather than maintaining the level of competition that once defined Mayweather's career. From Haney's perspective, true greatness in boxing comes from consistently facing elite rivals, not from capitalizing on popularity in lower-risk settings. These remarks tie into a larger discussion within the sport about the role of exhibitions in shaping a fighter's legacy. While such events can generate significant revenue and draw widespread attention, critics believe they can blur the boundary between genuine competition and entertainment, especially when linked to a former champion known for competing at the highest level.
A few months ago, Bill Haney and Floyd Mayweather were fighting on live, or not fighting, but arguing back and forth.
Yeah.
And Bill Haney said, listen, you know damn well Devin did this and Devin did that. He never lost in the gym, ever. And Floyd said, if you got an undefeated fighter in the gym, congratulations to you.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Floyd said, I never lost under the light.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm talking about.
Discussions within boxing circles indicate that Floyd Mayweather Jr. was reportedly unhappy about not being part of or securing a deal similar to the one linked to Devin Haney. This has fueled speculation that he might play a role in influencing or complicating Haney's opportunities to secure major fights against names like Rolando Romero or Gervonta Davis. The situation has also attracted criticism from Oscar de la Hoya, who alleged that Mayweather was involved in disrupting a potential high-profile clash between Ryan Garcia and Haney. These reports reflect the intricate and often political environment of boxing promotion, where contracts, rivalries between promoters, and financial negotiations can heavily influence which matchups actually come together. Although these claims remain part of ongoing disputes, they highlight how behind-the-scenes business decisions can be just as impactful as what happens inside the ring.
For some of y'all that ain't from the streets and don't understand like the politics of it, you know, that Bill Haney Floyd conversation was well overdue. They have been in the background sneak dissing each other for a minute. You know, pretty much Floyd is upset that Dev didn't take the deal that he put on the table for him. And he say, okay, you don't want to mess with me, you don't want to take the deal, I'm gonna make it tough for you. I'm gonna go whisper and rain here. I'm gonna make sure Rolly don't fight you. I'm gonna make sure Tank don't fight you. You know what I'm saying? And Bill don't like that. Bill feel like it's some little backdoor stuff he been doing. And Bill didn't back down. It was kind of crazy how Bill went at Floyd. He said, I'm putting on, like, where your people from the streets that you put on? You know what I'm saying? Where your community at? Your real people. You know what I'm saying? So
Oscar de la Hoya has shared his perspective on Floyd Mayweather Jr. and his occasional returns to the ring, suggesting that financial considerations may be a key reason behind those appearances. De La Hoya indicated that even athletes at Mayweather's level can face monetary pressure, especially when maintaining an extremely lavish way of life. He referenced Mayweather's high-profile spending habits, ranging from luxury vehicles to designer fashion and private jet travel, as factors that could require a steady flow of income. From this viewpoint, the fights Mayweather takes part in may not be driven purely by competitive ambition or legacy building, but also by the need to preserve his financial standing and support the lifestyle he has become known for.
Enjoy his lucrative contract He's gonna fight the very best, unlike Floyd. Waits for fighters to either be over the hill or too young, the way he fought Canelo when he was too young. But look, hey, if Floyd really wants to fight, if he really wants to come out of retirement and crawl under his rock, then call out Canelo once again at 160, okay, 100 pounds, 160 pounds, call out Canelo and do the rematch, and that's it.
You think he's talking this trash because he wants a rematch? You think he actually wants
Absolutely.
You think he wants a rematch?
Look, another reason why he's crawled out of his rock, he needs money.
You think he needs money?
Absolutely.
He's always flossy.
It's absolutely, he needs money.
You think he's going
Once
broke?
again, come on. Fighters like that always go broke.
He's always spending, so I guess.
Absolutely. Look, he's not fighting anymore, so that big money's not coming in. Look at what happened to Mike Tyson. He made what, $500 million?
Right.
You think you can't spend $500 million overnight? Absolutely.
You can't.
I doubt he'll ever step into that ring. Floyd's a big freaking.
He called Canelo the easiest win of his career.
Yeah, because he was 21 years old.
Right.
Of course. If I fought Ryan Garcia, who's 19 years old, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna beat him easy because of my experience.
So fight him in his prime, he goes down, you think?
Easy.
What's your message to Floyd?
Floyd, stay under your rock, dude.
You think Canelo's gonna out-earn him eventually? You think he'll make more money than Floyd?
By far. Canelo's 28 years old.
Right.
And he's already made, what, $500 million?
Right.
Easy.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has often attracted attention for his extravagant approach to spending. One of the most striking examples is a watch reportedly worth around $18 million, alongside a vast collection of timepieces, many of which carry price tags in the thousands. These high-profile purchases help reinforce his reputation for luxury and excess, keeping his image firmly tied to wealth and success. At the same time, such displays have sparked ongoing discussions about how sustainable this level of spending is over the long term, even for someone with financial resources as significant as
Most expensive watch that I currently own is $18 million.
One watch.
One watch.
Tell me about your watch collection, dude. You have to have one of the biggest watch collections in the world.
My watch collection, I think I got somewhere upwards of 100 watches, and I got a lot of $1 million watches.
What should I pay for this one? What do you think? You're here for me now. I need some help. Help a little man out, okay?
That watch is a couple $100,000, easy, but it's worth it because it goes up in value. It appreciates, not depreciate.
Dude, how do you buy a $17 million watch?
No, 18.
18, sorry.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has consistently ranked among the highest paid athletes in the world, with earnings from his fights reaching remarkable levels. A standout moment came in 2017 during his bout with Conor McGregor, where he reportedly earned around $275 million. That event remains one of the most financially successful single appearances in the history of sports.
How much money could you reasonably walk out of this fight with?
350 million.
$350 million.
Yes.
Wow. I know you love money, right? I mean,
it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
What do you do with all this money?
And cash is king.
Do you have an ATM card?
I'm the human ATM.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has consistently embraced self-promotion, frequently asserting that his achievements place him above every fighter who came before him. That level of confidence has become a central part of his brand, even as it continues to draw both attention and criticism. Beyond his accomplishments in the ring, he is well known for showcasing a high-end lifestyle, often highlighted by travel on private jets and other luxury experiences. While these displays reinforce his image of success, some observers argue that maintaining such an expensive way of living requires careful financial planning. Without a steady and sustainable approach to managing income, they suggest even substantial wealth could face pressure over time.
You want me to show you right now? Call AJ. My sister, she gonna call my pilot right now.
So you just call your pilot and he just come where? It's like an Uber?
I'm finna show you. AJ.
Hey, what's up?
So yesterday you guys flew over to Vegas to pick my daughter and mother up and my daughter and my grandson up, right?
That's correct, yep.
I got tickets for you guys to go to the Super Bowl tomorrow, but I got Dan, he's gonna go. So I need you to fly over there because you got to pick a couple people up. You got to pick some people up for me in Vegas. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah, we're ready to go.
Okay, so let me know. Head over to Clay Lacey, then go over to Vegas. So let me know what time you're gonna land so I can send them over there, and then Dan can get on the plane also. Okay?
Okay. So it'll be. I mean, we're sitting here wrapping up dinner now. It's about an hour. About an hour to play. I'd say have them at the airport about 10:45 or so.
Yeah. The emphasis on luxury and high-profile spending, as seen with Floyd Mayweather Jr., can come with notable financial risks. Consistently making costly purchases without a well-structured financial strategy may lead to economic challenges, even for someone who has earned at an elite level.
Especially was a very successful kickboxer, 4-time world champion. His belts are sitting right behind me right now. But the most he ever got paid for a fight, and he says this openly, is 50 grand. By the time you pay your trainer and your manager 10% each, you got to eat, you got to train for 12 weeks. I mean, if you work out the hours you put in, you're making $15 an hour. Like it's not amazing money.
Bill Haney has argued that Floyd Mayweather Jr. is no longer operating with the same competitive focus that once defined his career, instead placing greater emphasis on securing major financial returns. According to Haney, this approach leans more toward maximizing earnings than delivering matchups that truly engage fans that are in contrast. Haney has pointed to his own outlook, stressing the importance of putting on compelling, high-level fights that resonate with the audience. From his perspective, long-term respect in the sport comes from consistently providing quality performances, rather than focusing primarily on the size of the paycheck.
Say Tank doesn't want any of it. Why is that? I know you can't give him...
Man, get off of Twitter, man, and knock it off, man. If you the face of boxing, then send over something, man. You know what I'm saying? Something respectful, like you're really trying to do this. Because every fighter that Devin gets paid, man, the most money, man. Knock it off, man. That's bunk business, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we don't need you. Let the welfare feed you for real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for real. Because that's where you're going to be at in the welfare line. You keep on the people, giving them the fake fights, talking about that we didn't charge $57. Listen, we're going to give you the best fights, and we're going to get all the people in there. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we do. And we pay the fighters. We give the fans an opportunity to come in. That's that old business model that you're going to charge the fans for some bullshit fights, and that you the face of boxing because you just keep shoving it down their throat, man. The Mayweather era, that's over with, man. It's the Devin Haney era. That Mayweather is over with, man. You hear me? Over with. Floyd ain't never did what Devin did at 25. Tank ain't did it, nobody else ain't.
In multiple interviews, sports analyst Stephen A. Smith shared his concerns regarding Floyd Mayweather Jr. and his involvement in exhibition fights. While he acknowledged that facing Conor McGregor made sense due to McGregor's background in combat sports, he was more critical of the opponents that followed. Smith argued that taking on less competitive challenges primarily for financial benefit reflects a shift away from the standards that defined Mayweather's career. In his view, these types of matchups risk diminishing the legacy Mayweather spent years establishing, suggesting a move toward prioritizing revenue over maintaining his historical reputation in the sport.
Here's what I do know, which is where my disappointment comes from. When you are as great as Floyd Money Mayweather, everybody doesn't deserve to be in your space. I know you like to make money. You're never going to stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money. But some of this stuff has got to stop. You want to get Conor McGregor in the ring for an exhibition match? All right, that's fine. You know, Conor sold that. It was great marketing. He's not a boxer, but hey, he was a knockout artist in the UFC. I get it.
There's been increasing speculation within boxing circles regarding Floyd Mayweather Jr. and his claims of making $100 million in a single night. Some insiders have questioned whether those figures are entirely accurate, suggesting they may be exaggerated to reinforce his larger-than-life persona. According to these viewpoints, such statements could be part of maintaining the image he has built around extraordinary wealth and dominance, rather than a precise reflection of actual earnings. These discussions continue to fuel skepticism surrounding the public perception of his financial success.
There's reports online that Floyd's a billionaire. There's reports that he was the highest paid athlete in this year and this year. First off, he's never gotten $100 million for a fight. Not even remotely close.
You think it's bull?
I know it is because I know the fight business. I've been in the fight business my whole life. I'm a promoter right now. He's probably made about 60 million before in one night, which is crazy numbers. Mike Tyson, to put in perspective, when he fought Michael Spinks, that was the biggest fight of all time. When that fight happened, one got 30 million and one got 29.
250 million against Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah. No fighter in history of the world. $250 million to go and box. I know that Floyd is still getting in there as recently as this weekend because he needed the money.
I think Floyd's fighting because he needs the money?
Yeah.
Really? Why? You think he blew through all of his money?
Logan Paul has publicly claimed that Floyd Mayweather Jr. still owes him money from their exhibition bout in June 2021. Although the event reportedly brought in significant revenue, Paul stated that he has yet to receive the full amount he was expecting. These allegations have sparked further discussion about how payments are handled in such events, with some questioning the level of transparency and financial organization involved in compensating fighters.
Jake, true or false and why, did Floyd Mayweather fully pay up Logan Paul for their fight?
I'm not God, but my spidey senses tell me nah.
I can guarantee me and Logan Paul, we can go out and make 100 million or more.
And so you think he didn't pay up just because he hasn't got the money?
I think he probably spent it on all the girls he pays to be around him.
Logan Paul reached out to us and said that he wanted to do another exhibition. Now, this is the same guy that said he didn't get paid. If he did get paid, he wouldn't be trying to get another payday.
He had the audacity to tell the media that I asked for a rematch. Let me just set the record straight. If I haven't been paid for the first one, why would I ask you for a second fight knowing I'm probably also not going to get paid the money that I was owed for my work? Second off, they asked us for a rematch.
Floyd is broke, man. I've been saying it the whole entire.
Bill Haney has publicly taken aim at Floyd Mayweather Jr., accusing him of placing financial interests ahead of meaningful competition when it comes to his son, Devin Haney. He argued that instead of helping secure high-level matchups, the focus appears to be on more profitable opportunities. Haney specifically pointed to potential fights against elite opponents such as Gervonta Davis, suggesting those bouts are not being pursued despite strong interest. His remarks reflect a broader sense of frustration among fans and figures within the sport, who believe Devin Haney has earned the chance to face top-tier competition, but is not being given those opportunities.
There's no one who want to say that because we're available now. So all that other shit. I'm wanting to see who gonna mention Tank other than us. Tank, where you at, Tank? Because now, guess what? We're free and you are. I mean, not free, literally, because they was talking 5% and they might think free means free. You know what I mean? So let's clear that up. Ain't no fight. We don't got no fight. So what's gonna happen? Tank.
At 140.
Yeah. Stop me from saying his name. Punch me in the mouth, because I'm gonna keep on saying Tank. Don't want to fight Devin. Period.
Despite early attentions, Floyd Mayweather Jr. is said to be open to discussions with Bill Haney, indicating a possible shift in approach when it comes to future opportunities for Devin Haney. This signals a willingness to engage in negotiations that could lead to potential matchups. The development points either to an easing of past disagreements or practical alignment of interests, with both sides potentially focused on creating opportunities that make sense from a business standpoint within the sport.
On FaceTime with me.
I don't know how.
No, I'm just
I don't
kidding.
know how.
Yeah, he was calling for me. He was calling for me everywhere, saying, where's Bill? Putting up a missing thing that I was missing or something. Why would I be missing, Vlad? I got the best son in the world, the son that rose from the bottom from that one day at the principal's office all the way up to the top of the boxing where the world stopped to watch an event that he was in. I'm a proud dad, proud trainer, and proud manager. So I don't know what he was looking for.
Well, I mean, things got really heated. I mean, I watched the whole live this morning. You called Floyd a N-word. You cussed him out. You got to hand it to Floyd for actually sitting there and taking all that, verbal abuse from you. I was actually surprised. I probably would have hung up myself.
Mike Tyson has publicly shared his thoughts on Floyd Mayweather Jr., offering both praise and criticism. While acknowledging Mayweather's exceptional ability in the ring, Tyson has expressed unease with how he presents himself outside of competition, particularly when it comes to showcasing wealth and accomplishments. Speaking on his podcast, Tyson described him as an outstanding fighter but suggested that his self-confidence can sometimes come across as excessive. Reflecting on his own past, Tyson admitted he once carried a similar mindset, but emphasized the importance of staying grounded. He ultimately conveyed that, despite success, Maintaining humility and perspective remains consistently demonstrated a calculated, business-focused approach in shaping both his career and financial empire. At the same time, this strategy has led to ongoing ethical discussions, allegations involving unpaid compensation to associates, along with claims that some of his reported earnings may be overstated, have fueled questions about how transparent certain aspects of his operations truly are. Critics suggest that elements of his success could be influenced as much by image building as by clearly documented financial practices. This dynamic underscores a broader contrast between Mayweather's well-known ability to generate wealth and the continuing debate over the integrity and openness behind some of his business deals.
Floyd Mayweather is the most successful boxer in history with a 50-0 record and one of the wealthiest athletes of all time with $1 billion in earnings. But I bet you didn't know it all started with a $750,000 bet on himself. Here's the wild story. In 2006, Floyd Mayweather was 10 years into his boxing career and earning over $5 million per fight. At the time, Mayweather was signed to Bob Arum's top-ranked boxing promotion, a partnership which saw Arum get 25% of Mayweather's fight purse. But Mayweather wanted more, and in 2006, he turned down $8 million to fight Antonio Margarita and said he deserved $20 million to fight Oscar De La Hoya. Arum wasn't happy and wouldn't pay up, so Mayweather paid the $750,000 exit fee in his contract to leave Top Rank. Mayweather then went on to promote his own fights, earning a percentage of every ticket, hot dog, and beer sold at the event, and most importantly, all pay-per-views sold. And just 1 year later in 2007, after leaving Top Rank, Mayweather made $25 million for his win against Oscar De La Hoya. Now that's what happens when you bet on yourself.
At the center of Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s public image is a powerful identity built on dominance in the ring, extreme wealth, and a larger-than-life lifestyle. But recent criticism from Bill Haney has sparked fresh questions about whether that image fully reflects reality, or if part of it is carefully maintained perception. On one side, Mayweather is still associated with major assets, including high-value real estate, private aviation, and prominent business ventures. On the other, ongoing reports involving financial disputes, unpaid obligations, and legal issues have led some to question how stable that empire truly is beneath the surface. The conversation goes beyond simple finances. It touches on reputation, trust, and how much of a legacy is shaped by presentation versus proven substance. In a sport where image plays a huge role, the line between reality and branding can sometimes become blurred. So the bigger question remains, are we looking at undeniable financial power or carefully crafted illusion?